You're not imagining it. The distance you feel isn't in your head. And what I'm about to tell you will finally explain why you felt alone your entire life, even when surrounded by people who care about you. Stay with me. There's something happening in your brain that most people don't experience, and it's creating a type of loneliness that has nothing to do with how many friends you have or how much you're loved. Here's what's actually going on. You walk into a room, and within seconds, you've already seen everything. Who's uncomfortable? Who's pretending? The tension no one's acknowledging? The joke that landed wrong? The person who's about to leave early? You didn't choose to notice this. Your brain just does it automatically, relentlessly, without asking permission. And suddenly, you're exhausted. Not because you're judging anyone, but because you can't not see it. Psychologists call this hyper-perceptivity. Your brain processes information differently. Research shows you're picking up 40% more stimuli than the average person. Micro-expressions, vocal shifts, energy changes, contradictions between what someone says and what their body language screams. You're not overthinking, you're seeing accurately, and that accuracy is isolating you. Because here's the thing, when you see things others don't see, you exist in a different reality. And living in a different reality than everyone around you is the textbook definition of loneliness. Think about it. Your friend says they're fine. Their words say one thing, but their voice dropped. Their smile didn't reach their eyes. They answered too quickly. You know they're lying, but everyone else believes them. So what do? Pretend you don't see it? Call it out and make it weird? Either way, you're alone with what you know. And this happens constantly. Every conversation, every interaction, you're watching a different movie than everyone else, and you can't discuss what you're seeing because they're literally not seeing it. But it goes deeper than social situations, and this is where it gets lonely in a way that's hard to explain. You can't just experience things. You're always simultaneously aware that you're experiencing them. Someone tells you they love you, and while they're just feeling it, you're analyzing it, seeing patterns from past relationships, running predictions, noticing how your own body is responding. You can't surrender to the moment because your awareness won't let you be innocent, won't let you just feel without watching yourself feel. And that creates distance, not because you're cold or broken, because your brain won't stop observing. Here's what this actually looks like. You're at dinner with friends. Everyone's laughing, sharing stories, genuinely connecting. And you're there, but you're also watching yourself be there. You're seeing the group dynamics play out in real time. Who holds power? Who gets interrupted? The performative enthusiasm, the invisible hierarchy. You can't turn it off and just be at dinner. So you're experiencing two realities at once. The surface one everyone else is sharing, and the deeper one only you can see. And the loneliness comes from knowing that what you're actually experiencing is completely invisible to everyone around you. A Cambridge study found that highly perceptive people report feeling disconnected even in intimate relationships. They describe watching themselves interact rather than spontaneously engaging. Your awareness has created a gap between you and your own life, and that gap is where you've been living. But here's what makes it worse. You see people too quickly. Within a few conversations, you've mapped their patterns, predicted their responses, understood their defense mechanisms, and suddenly there's no mystery left, no discovery, no genuine surprise. And humans need mystery for connection. We need to not know. We need that space where someone could be anything before our awareness fills in all the blanks. But you don't get that space. Your brain solves people like puzzles, and once they're solved, they can't fascinate you anymore. Research confirms this. People who can accurately predict others' behavior report lower relationship satisfaction. You're too good at seeing people, and that skill has made connection almost impossible. Here's the part that might hurt to hear. Your awareness has probably cost you love, not because you're unlovable, because you spot red flags in the first conversation, incompatibilities on the second date, relationship failure before the relationship even begins. You can't unsee what you see, so you protect yourself by leaving early. But protection is just another word for isolation. And then there's the small talk problem. You can't do it, not because you're pretentious, but because it requires a comfortable superficiality your awareness won't allow. Someone asks, "How are you?" and you know they don't actually want to know. You know it's just a ritual, but participating feels like suffocating. So you have two choices: play along and feel like you're dying inside, or be authentic and make everyone uncomfortable. Either way, you can't actually connect. Studies show that people with high awareness need substantially deeper communication to feel satisfied. You're not being difficult. You literally can't get nourishment from surface-level interaction. So here's what this means. Your loneliness isn't a personal failure. You're not too much or too intense or too complicated. You're experiencing a form of isolation that comes from perceiving reality at a different resolution than most people. You're living in a slightly different world, and that difference creates a gap that no amount of social skill can fully bridge. The distance you feel is real. The disconnection is real. You're not imagining it. And recognizing that isn't pessimistic. It's the first step towards understanding yourself. Because maybe the problem was never that you were doing something wrong. Maybe you were just seeing something right that nobody else could see. And that's lonely. But it's also true.